Okay. Can I ask you something about the cat next door? Is there any way of having a peaceful relationship with this cat?
He's thinking about it. You know, it's like a knee-jerk reaction with him, he says. And I guess, you know, that's something you want to talk to him about on a daily basis. And I would structure the conversation like this, because he's now thinking about it, because he says you never really asked him like this before. You just kind of got frustrated and didn't understand why he couldn't, but we never considered a possible truce of sorts. But my sense is, Gigi, that once we calm down his central nervous system, he might not be as reactive, in addition to some conversation. Just saying, Boris, just saying, something to think about. Cat's really not after you. What are you freaking out about? You know what I mean? Come on. And then that kind of conversation. I don't understand it, but don't get frustrated with him, because what we want to do is we want to accept his behavior, because he's very territorial about it. But I do get this feeling from him that he is very reactive to any outside threat. You know, and he's quick, and what that reaction, underneath that reaction is a sense of fear. Well, if you speak to him in that moment, he isn't going to hear you.
Ah,
okay,
right.
so what you want, because what happens then when you reprimand, or he's in a state of, he's out of his body.
Yep.
So you know, before you put him out there, say, no, I'd like you to, you know, because if it's definitely coming from this sense of fear, sometimes, you know, if you think about something that you're terrified of, who's talking you out of that? No one. You know what I mean? So it's very difficult, because you're coming from your perspective that this cat isn't going to hurt him, but he has his own perspective. And so what we're trying to do is respect his perspective. So you want to understand, say, I understand where you're coming from. Let's have this conversation, because honestly, in all of the time, has that cat really hurt you? He hasn't. And he might, you know, and then he'll go, But then again, when, you know, it's like when someone pushes your buttons get pushed, even though we know better. They're not that different.